Don't make essays for an excuse. No one cares. That's more like you're just revealing that, yeah, I just want to be a girl, not a dude. Like in like a real, not in that game, I mean like in like a real life person, like I want to be a girl, not a dude. Or you just really want to fuck the girl, but you're trying to hide it. Merry Christmas, you shower of bastards. I know, it's one day after Christmas. But it's my channel, I do what I want, go fuck yourself. In today's video, we'll be watching why men love playing as girls. In video games. Just really clarify that in video games. Now I know what you're thinking. The irony is insane considering I'm a dude with a female VTuber model. But for my reason is that this shit was dirt cheap. It was about 120 quid. And I mean, for the quality you're getting, this is like $2,000 worth of work. 2 to 3,000, something like that, you know, on average. So 120 quid, that I'll take that, yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. Before we press play here, I just want a little side rant for a moment. Does anyone else get headaches when they laugh? Is that just a me thing? Is that not normal? I feel like that's always been a normal thing. Or is that just a me thing? Like it got to a point where I was like probably like 9 or 10. I just like teach myself to not laugh at anything at all. Cause it was just fucking agony. I know I have to teach myself how to laugh again because, you know, I do react videos. Sitting here in silence is not gonna work. That's not gonna do well, but I'm just curious about that. Also, the irony of this video and, you know, my model. Listen, I got this for dirt cheap, alright? 120 quid. For like, it's not cheap, but for what I got, that's pretty fucking good.
As much as I've loved pretending to be an anime girl for the past 2 years,
yeah,
I think it's finally time that I did a face reveal. 3,
okay.
2, 1. Hey guys, it's me.
You know, I was kind of expecting a bit more weight. The irony of this video is insane.
Noctopus. It was always a matter of time before I got rid of that stupid VTuber avatar. I've always
fuck you
anyway.
Oh, fuck you.
Octopus is pretty good looking.
Alright, fine, this isn't actually me. This is Pinoy, my editor.
Okay.
Do you see how it made you feel? Betrayed?
Nothing, because I'm doing the same thing right now. And absolutely nothing. Did not feel anything at all.
Steven, I felt that exact same way when I confessed my undying love for a cat girl in Final Fantasy XIV, only for a 43-year-old dude living in Nebraska. But the question...
Well, I mean, isn't that like every Final Fantasy XIV player? I mean, I did the same thing for a while. For like the 3 months that I played that game, I basically did the same thing, except I chose the bunnies.
Is why do men play as female characters?
Cheap. That's why I got this model. Listen, man, if I'm spending over like 3 grand on an actual model that I want to get done, or 120 quid on this one, it's a clear choice. I don't care. I don't care if it's female. Just give me a good model.
As an avid girl chooser myself, I've wondered this question for a long time. My main cover-up story was that girls have a smaller hitbox, and
that's bullshit, by the way. Bullshit. Every character in every game has the same hitbox because having a smaller hitbox would just be cheating. Complete bullshit. You're just coping.
While that 100% is totally not cope and very true, it's not the main reason. To get to the bottom of this, I created a community poll to ask you, my subscribers, who were specific.
I remember Honkai Star Rail. I recognize that.
Guys, one simple question. Do you prefer to play as male or female? Over 2,000 of you answered. The results were not really that surprising considering my type of audience, but over 70% of you said that you picked girls. But not only that, a ton of you wrote paragraph-long answers in the replies that I 100% always definitely read.
Oh, motherfucker, if you're just going to this extent, I'm just thinking, alright, you just want to be a girl, or alright, you just want to fuck the girl, and that's it. Don't make essays for an excuse. No one cares. That's more like you're just revealing that, yeah, I just want to be a girl, not a dude. Like in like a real, not in that game, I mean like in like a real life person, like I want to be a girl, not a dude. Or you just really want to fuck the girl, but you're trying to hide it.
Let's start with the most obvious answer of all. Men just like seeing sexy girls when they grind out
Yeah, exactly.
hours of gaming.
Basically.
And don't get me wrong, this isn't completely untrue. If Blizzard puts one of my favorite characters in a bikini, then it's my obligation as a player to give them $20 for it. For the most
$20? Jesus Christ. Would you actually do what? Fuck you, Fortnite, for setting that as a standard. $20 for a fucking skin. Get Hollow Knight for that fucking cost. Jesus Christ.
It would seem like guys just fit the overall stereotype of objectifying women, but then it falls apart for certain situations. Like, why would a guy pick a female character in an MMO where you start out in the ugliest clothing imaginable? Or why would someone commit to an entire playthrough just to play as a non-sexualized girl character? This isn't saying that aesthetics of things like character skins aren't important to players, but
I mean, they are to competitive players because like aesthetics is like the only thing that competitive games have. Why do people play competitive games? If you play competitive games and you don't play in like the ranked, why do you play the game at all? I just really want to know. I don't play competitive games at all. I just find them boring. You're just doing the same thing over and 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 over again. I played fucking CS for like 2 months with my friends and I told them to fuck off and they asked me to play again. It's just so boring.
That being the only reason isn't telling the full story. So that would lead us to another possible answer. Girl characters just have way more clothing options. It's
not more, usually. Well, actually, more so in newer games. It's not really more. A lot of games allow cross-dressing, but I don't know. I guess female models just look better. Because, like, I mean, maybe that's just, like, a personal preference thing. Like, because I like girls, so I think girls and guys' clothing looks better than guys and girls' clothing.
It's no secret that one of the core experiences in gaming is being able to make your character look as cool as possible. And based on the replies to the poll I mentioned earlier in the video, over 30% of you mentioned that you play girls because the clothing options just look better. This makes sense, considering that for a long time game companies were too scared to experiment with what kinds of skins belong to what character. Typically, male character outfits tend to be big and bulky, and female characters have historically been a bit more revealing and aesthetically pleasing. Lara Croft versus Nathan Drake, Cammy versus Ryu, and the most sexist case of all, Pac-Man versus Mrs. Pac-Man.
Oh my god, oh Jesus Christ.
Like Final Fantasy XIV, Blade and Soul, Black Desert Online, they all had or still have gender-locked clothing. This means that your options for outfits are split from the very moment you start playing.
Yeah, but I feel like nowadays cross-dressing is like allowed in games, like a lot more than it used to be. But again, it comes down to the same thing where it's just female models look better in male model clothing than male models in the female model clothing.
Unless I'm feeling like playing a big burly warrior, of course I'm going to pick something more aesthetically pleasing. To give game companies some credit where it's due, it's becoming more and more common now for characters to wear whatever they want. For example, in Final Fantasy XIV, they recently made it to where you can live out your dream of being a giant, manly orc in a bunny suit. But until that line keeps getting blurred, I'd like to quote someone from my comment section. If I'm going to be staring at an ass of a character for the next 100 hours, it should at least be one I like looking at. And while I wholeheartedly agree with this statement, there's something missing. A real nail in the coffin to put this debate to rest, you know? And I think I might have found it. A single name kept popping up while I was researching for answers. Proteus. And what do people with Proteus and girl avatars have in common? They're both usually old men. But Proteus wasn't any old man. He was a Greek god of the seas who could predict the future and transform into whatever he wanted.
The god of the seas was Poseidon, no? For Greeks? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it was Poseidon, no?
Okay, cool, but what does that have to do with anything? Hold on, let me explain. Let's look at a scientific phenomenon known as the Proteus effect. This is a name given to an occurrence when a person's behavior in a virtual world transforms due to the characteristics of their avatar.
Oh, my characteristics do not change at all. I'm a cunt. I will shit on anyone, and I don't care. I don't care if you're a boy or a girl. Fuck you.
The behavior changes because the person has a pre-existing knowledge or expectation of how those players online act. This might be kind of complex, so let me give an example. A toxic League of Legends player who typically plays more aggressive hyper-carries gets to play a support character. This player might subconsciously start embodying more stereotypical feminine traits, like being more cooperative or empathetic with their teammates.
What? You mean just by being a support? Isn't that just what a support's supposed to do? Cooperate with the teammates to keep them alive? That's what a support's job is. That's not so much like changing how what the fuck we were on about.
Because that's how they associate that side of the player base.
But no, it's not. That's just how you're supposed to play the game.
In their brain. This doesn't usually mean gameplay, by the way. This is more of a social thing. But this effect is real and has scientific evidence through it through hundreds of research papers.
Okay, I don't doubt that it's real, but the way you described it is just, like supports are supposed to play by the team, not lead at the front of the fucking lines.
Some of the students at Nottingham Trent University found that men often associate positive feelings towards women avatars, such as how attractive or aesthetically pleasing they are, making them more likely to choose female characters. Game companies already know this, which explains why you can always buy sexy outfits with microtransactions. It's not really that shocking when you think about
Overpriced microtransactions, but okay.
about it. I mean, what? You just expect them not to make money? Complain about it all you want, but people are still buying it. But
People are stupid. People think with their dicks, not their fucking heads.
hold on, that's not the only reason. The Proteus effect also explains how men typically gravitate towards playing women in multiplayer games because they expect more positive social outcomes. If I play as a girl in this MMO, not only will I be more aesthetically pleasing, but players are way more willing to help me out and give me lots of gold.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's actual thing. That's like an actual tactic. Like, oh, what game is it? RuneScape. RuneScape, that was like a really good tactic or something, wasn't it? People just hoard around you and just drop all their shit.
To back this point up, I found another study from the University College of London who discovered that players who use women avatars with more detailed clothing not only have more social interactions, but more positive social experiences in general. Now,
Can't I just like... I can explain this fairly easily. Me, from my own experience, I have a PNG model that I want to turn into a VTuber model, but it's going to cost me a fucking fortune. That's why I'm using this one. The model is obviously male. When I started using this female model, my views skyrocketed. Jumped up, I think it was like 5 times the average views that I was getting with the fucking other one. And like, yeah, that's probably also because it's a PNG model. People want to see a VTuber model over PNG model because it's more flowy and movie, and it looks more real than just, you know, an image on a screen. But I don't know, I'm fairly certain a lot of that just comes from having a female model on screen.
no, this is kind of shocking because the mere thought of having a girl on your team is enough for any average Valorant player to have a mental breakdown.
Any girl that plays Valorant is better than me because I don't play Valorant. I don't like it. I don't like the fucking competitive games. It's so boring. How do you like that? Unless you're actually playing competitive and you're doing esports and stuff, how do you enjoy that?
Because the only thing women are good for is cooking, cleaning, sucking, and
But overall, it seems like playing
Seems a bit aggressive there.
more from an avatar can lead to a less lonely gaming experience in general. But at the end of the day, these kinds of things all play a part into a bigger overall narrative. Yeah, the Proteus effect can offer some answers, but it's not this magical solution to the question. Personally,
Yeah.
I think when a person plays a game, they want to immerse themselves as much as possible. For some people, that's making their character look just like them in real life. And for others, it's being something completely different. Tons of people use games as a form of escapism. I mean, if you're a big
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. You just want to be something different. Because again, at the end of the day, it's just role-playing. Which sounds a bit weird when I say it out loud, but that's really all it is.
manly dude working a grueling 8-hour shift getting yelled at by customers all day.
Oh, don't fucking remind me. Christmas is just finished. I was ready to stab some people.
Why would anyone blame you for coming home and role-playing as a cute cat girl? Or maybe for you it's a deeper and more complex reason, like personally identifying with the character or using it to express something you couldn't in your daily life.
Nah. I can see why some people be like that. No, not me.
Literally hundreds of reasons to answer this question. So the truth is, as unsatisfying as this might be, it's not actually something that can be directly solved. Thanks for watching.
Wasn't there like a Smash Bros statistic, like a Super Smash Bros statistic on, I don't remember which one it was, but there was like a statistic of like female players gravitate to female characters, but male players gravitate to like all the fucking monsters. That doesn't have anything to do with this topic. I just really randomly entered my head for some reason.
If you like this, leave a comment and tell me about what makes you like playing certain characters.
I play characters because they look cool. That's kind of it. I make my character, or I make my character look like my model here, because I'm like, if I ever decide to stream, hey, it matches.
The only thing women are good for is cooking, cleaning, sucking, and...
Don't agree with that, but hey, I could agree that Valorant players are like that.